11 p.m. and I told myself tonight would be different. Closed my eyes and waited for the sleep to come. An hour passed and then another. Wide awake again, same as everyone. I set my alarm for 7 in the morning. Lay my phone down, face up without warning. Closed my eyes and counted back from 100. By 50 my mind had already thundered into the territory safe for nighttime. Every worry, every thought, every crime I committed against my own peace of mind. Wide awake again, right on schedule, right on time. I do everything right, I dim the lights. I put the phone down, I avoid the fights. But the moment I lay down, my brain decides. Wide awake again, anxiety presides. Wide awake again, wide awake again. Same time every night, same cycle, same end. Wide awake again, staring at the ceiling. Wide awake again, with this familiar feeling that sleep is for people's minds, let them rest. Wide awake again, anxiety's gas. Wide awake again, wide awake again. Nothing's changed, it's the same. I tried the sleep hygiene, I tried the routines, the melatonin, the chamomile, the in-between remedies that people swear by online. None of them reach the anxiety that's mine. Because the insomnia isn't the problem really. The problem is my brain working too freely, too loudly, too actively, too unwilling to stop. Wide awake again, because the thoughts won't drop. I do everything right, I dim the lights. I put the phone down, I avoid the fights. But the moment I lay down, my brain decides. Wide awake again, anxiety presides. Wide awake again, wide awake again. Same time every night, same cycle, same end. Wide awake again, staring at the ceiling. Wide awake again, with this familiar feeling that sleep is for people's minds, let them rest. Wide awake again, anxiety's gas. Wide awake again, wide awake again. Nothing's changed, it's the same again. What does it feel like to fall asleep easy? To close your eyes and just drift away breezy, without a single thought pulling you back, without the anxiety filling every crack of the silence with noise and fear. I've forgotten what that feels like here. Wide awake, wondering if I ever know what sleeping without anxiety feels like too. It's midnight now and I've accepted it. Another night where sleep won't commit to visiting me before the early hours. Another night lost to my brain's powers. I'll be exhausted tomorrow, I already know. I'll drag myself through the day running slow, but right now all I can do is be here. Wide awake again in the dark with my fear. Wide awake again, wide awake again. Same time every night, same cycle, same end. Wide awake again, staring at the ceiling. Wide awake again, with this familiar feeling that sleep is for people's minds, let them rest. Wide awake again, anxiety's guest. Wide awake again, wide awake again. Nothing's changed, it's the same again. Wide awake again, same as last night. Wide awake again, this is my life. The conversations I have at 3 a.m. aren't with anyone who's awake. They're with every version of myself and every mistake I couldn't shake. At 3 a.m. I talked to the person I was, the younger version who didn't know what was coming, who thought everything would be fine, who hadn't met anxiety yet, who was still mine. Before the overthinking moved in permanently, before the insomnia took my nights from me, I have long conversations with who I used to be. At 3 a.m. just him and just me. 3 a.m. conversations, nobody's listening. 3 a.m. conversations, the silence is glistening with everything I never said out loud. 3 a.m. conversations under the same dark cloud. 3 a.m. conversations with myself. 3 a.m. conversations, no one else, just me and all the things I never settled. 3 a.m. conversations hitting a different level of honesty that daylight doesn't allow. 3 a.m. conversations here and now, just me and every thought I pushed away. 3 a.m. conversations till the break of day. I talk to the people who aren't here anymore, the friendships that dissolved, the ones I swore would last forever but didn't make the cut, the doors I walked through and the ones I shut. At 3 a.m. those conversations resurface, every unresolved thing finds its purpose. In the dark hours when defenses dropped, in the 3 a.m. conversations won't stop. 3 a.m. conversations, nobody's listening. 3 a.m. conversations, the silence is glistening with everything I never said out loud. 3 a.m. conversations under the same dark cloud. 3 a.m. conversations with myself. 3 a.m. conversations, no one else, just me and all the things I never settled. 3 a.m. conversations hitting a different level of honesty that daylight doesn't allow. 3 a.m. conversations here and now, just me and every thought I pushed away. 3 a.m. conversations till the break of day. Sometimes I talk to God at 3 a.m., ask him why the nights feel like this, why sleep feels like something earned that I keep missing. Sometimes the answer's in the quiet, sometimes just the silence sits. But either way, 3 a.m. conversations are the most honest thing that exists. By 4 a.m. the conversation's slow, the thoughts get quieter, the energy gets low, and I finally say everything I needed to say to myself and everyone who's gone away. And something in me settles after that. The 3 a.m. conversation having cleared the track of everything that needed to be spoken. Even if no one else heard it, I'm not broken. 3 a.m. conversations with myself. 3 a.m. conversations, no one else, just me and all the things I never settled. 3 a.m. conversations hitting a different level of honesty that daylight doesn't allow. 3 a.m. conversations here and now, just me and every thought I pushed away. 3 a.m. conversations till the break of day. 3 a.m. conversations, just me and my mind. 3 a.m. conversations, the most honest kind. There's a version of the night that only insomniacs know, the dark hours between midnight and the morning glow, where time moves differently and thoughts hit different, where the whole world sleeps and you're still living in it. The dark hours have their own kind of silence, a specific quality that borders on violence, to the nervous system that was supposed to rest, but instead is running every single test on every possible scenario and fear. The dark hours amplify everything here. Sounds that wouldn't bother me in daylight become threats in the dark hours of night. The dark hours belong to the anxious, the ones whose minds refuse to go quiet. The dark hours are the most honest hours, when every feeling starts is a riot. The dark hours, where the insomnia lives and the anxiety flowers. The dark hours, between midnight and morning, these are the dark hours. When the world is asleep and I'm here wide awake, in the dark hours, feeling everything at stake. The dark hours, just me and my thoughts in the dark hours. I've become an expert in the dark hours. I know every stage, every shift in the powers of the night as it deepens and changes its tone. The dark hours have a language of their own. 1 a.m. is still hopeful, sleep might come. 2 a.m. is resignation, sleep's not coming. 3 a.m. is acceptance and the thoughts moving. 4 a.m. is exhaustion, and where the dark hours belong to the anxious, the ones whose minds refuse to go quiet. The dark hours are the most honest hours, when every feeling starts is a riot. The dark hours, where the insomnia lives and the anxiety flowers. The dark hours, between midnight and morning, these are the dark hours. When the world is asleep and I'm here wide awake, in the dark hours, feeling everything at stake. The dark hours, just me and my thoughts in the dark hours. I make peace with the dark hours mostly. They visit me nightly, almost ghostly, and I've stopped fighting what I can't control. I let the dark hours do what they do to my soul. Clear out what needs clearing, expose what's real. Let the insomnia reveal what I need to feel. The dark hours aren't the enemy anymore, they're just the hours when healing finds the door. Someday the dark hours might get shorter, someday the anxiety might not be the border between me and the sleep I've been chasing. Someday the insomnia stops replacing my rest with its restlessness and noise. Someday the dark hours return my poison. Till then I'll be here in the in-between, living in the dark hours and everything they mean. The dark hours, where the insomnia lives and the anxiety flowers. The dark hours, between midnight and morning, these are the dark hours. When the world is asleep and I'm here wide awake, in the dark hours, feeling everything at stake. The dark hours, just me and my thoughts in the dark hours. The dark hours, I know you well. The dark hours, I'll be here. I'll be waiting for sleep, like it's someone I love, who keeps standing me up every night. Sleep won't come no matter what I do. Sleep won't come, and I don't know why. I turn the temperature down to 68. I put on the brown noise and try to meditate. I counted backward from 1,000 in my head. I tried every position in my bed. I read 3 pages of the most boring book. I took the melatonin and gave sleep every look of invitation I could muster tonight. But sleep won't come and the ceiling's still bright. Sleep won't come, I've tried everything. Sleep won't come no matter what I bring to the ritual every single night. Sleep won't come and the morning's almost light. Sleep won't come no matter what I do. Sleep won't come, sleep won't come, sleep won't come. Anxiety's kept the door and sleep won't come. I just wanna rest, I just wanna go somewhere soft and quiet where the thoughts don't show. But sleep won't come, sleep won't come. Another night alone and sleep won't come. The frustrating part is I'm exhausted enough. My body's heavy and my eyelids are tough to keep open, but the moment I let them fall, my brain fires up and dismisses it all. The sleepiness retreats the moment I try. Anxiety steps in and I don't know why. My body and my brain won't cooperate. Sleep won't come and it's already late. Sleep won't come, I've tried everything. Sleep won't come no matter what I bring to the ritual every single night. Sleep won't come and the morning's almost light. Sleep won't come, sleep won't come no matter what I do. Sleep won't come, sleep won't come, sleep won't come. Anxiety's kept the door, sleep won't come. I just wanna rest, I just wanna go somewhere soft and quiet where the thoughts don't show. But sleep won't come, sleep won't come. Another night alone, sleep won't come. I gave up fighting sleep at some point. Stopped white knuckling the pillow. Started letting the night be what it is. Stopped waiting for sleep like a widow waits for someone who isn't returning. Sometimes the waiting makes sleep more elusive, so I let the night be what it needs to be. Sleep finds me when I stop being abusive to myself about it. It's almost morning and sleep finally came. For 2 hours before the alarm reclaimed everything I briefly lost, and then I'm up, running on empty, filling up my cup with enough caffeine to fake being okay, enough to make it through another day. And tonight I'll try again with the same hope that sleep will come and I'll finally cope. Sleep won't come, sleep won't come no matter what I do. Sleep won't come, sleep won't come, sleep won't come. Anxiety's kept the door, sleep won't come. I just wanna rest, I just wanna go somewhere soft and quiet where the thoughts don't show. But sleep won't come, sleep won't come. Another night alone and sleep won't come. Sleep won't come, but I'll try again tonight. Sleep won't come, oh, maybe tomorrow night. Brain works the night shift, clocks in when the sun goes down. Does its best work in the dark when everyone else is down. My mind has never been a morning person. The daylight thoughts are surface thoughts, rehearsed ones. The polished version that I show the world. The thoughts I've edited before they've been unfurled. But when night comes, my mind clocks in for real, and everything I actually think and feel comes to the surface without the filter on. Night shift mind stays working until dawn. Night shift mind can't clock it out. Night shift mind, that's what I'm about. Working through every unresolved thing. Night shift mind does its processing. Night shift mind, night shift mind. The real thoughts come out when the world goes blind. Night shift mind, night shift mind. All the daylight thoughts I left behind come back at night to demand their due. Night shift mind always follows through on every thought I try to table. Night shift mind works overtime when I'm unable to sleep. My creativity peaks at 2 a.m. My clarity arrives right about then. My best ideas come when they shouldn't. My solutions arrive when sleep says they couldn't. Wait until morning, but they never do. Night shift mind delivers the breakthrough at the exact moment I needed rest. Night shift mind working at its best. Night shift mind can't clock it out. Night shift mind, that's what I'm about. Working through every unresolved thing. Night shift mind does its processing. Night shift mind, my bed to catch the night shift thoughts before they fled into the morning where they lose their shape. The nighttime clarity is hard to recreate in daylight, so I write it down at 3. Whatever the night shift mind reveals to me, then let it go so sleep can find its place. After the night shift's finished at its pace, the night shift mind is exhausting, but it's also gift. The depth of thought, the 3 a.m. mental lift into places daylight thinking rarely goes, where the truth of things more fully shows. I'm learning to work with it instead of against, to let the night shift mind do what it's meant to do without fighting the process, and trust that morning will handle the rest. Night shift mind, night shift mind. The real thoughts come out when the world goes blind. Night shift mind, night shift mind. All the daylight thoughts I left behind come back at night to demand their due. Night shift mind always follows through on every thought I try to table. Night shift mind works overtime when I'm unable to sleep. Night shift mind still working. Night shift mind always working. There's a version of me that only exists before the sun. The 4 a.m. version who's seen everything and done the whole night alone, and is still standing here before the sun comes up, before the world appears. Before the sun, I'm the most honest version of me. No performance, no pretending, just what is and what could be. The 4 a.m. clarity is brutal, but it's real. Before the sun, I actually know what I feel. Without the noise of the day, without the social weight, just me before the sun, before it gets too late to be this raw, this open, this completely unguarded. Before the sun is where real healing gets started. Before the sun comes up, I know who I am. Before the sun, I drop the whole charade and scam of being fine, of being put together. Before the sun, nothing matters but the weather or not, I'm actually okay. Before the sun, before the sun, the most honest hours before the day's begun. Before the sun, before the sun, when the night is almost over, almost done. Before the sun, I see myself most clearly. Before the sun, I feel everything most nearly to the truth of what I am and what I need. Before the sun is when I'm finally free. I watch the sky change color 100 times from here, from the darkest dark to the first gray, then the clear blue of morning coming through. And every time something in me shifts at that exact line between the night that took everything I had and the morning that arrives despite the sad. Before the sun becomes the after sun, and another night of insomnia is done. Before the sun comes up, I know who I am. Before the sun, I drop the whole charade and scam of being fine, of being put together. Before the sun, nothing matters but the weather or not, I'm actually okay. Before the sun, before the sun, the most honest hours before the day's begun. Before the sun, before the sun, when the night is almost over, almost done. Before the sun, I see myself most clearly. Before the sun, I feel everything most nearly to the truth of what I am and what I need. Before the sun is when I'm finally free. If you've ever seen the sky turn from black to purple, you know what before the sun feels like. If you've ever been the only one awake while the whole world sleeps through the night, you know that specific loneliness, that so somehow peace. You know that before the sun is its own kind of release. I'll take the for the sun moments with me, even when insomnia no longer visits me, because the person I am before the sun is the one I'm working toward becoming. Honest, raw, present, unperformed. Before the sun Before the sun, before the sun, before the sun. The most honest hours before the day's begun. Before the sun, before the sun. When the night is almost over, almost done. Before the sun I see myself most clearly. Before the sun I feel everything most nearly. To the truth of what I am and what I need. Before the sun is when I'm finally free. Before the sun, I know who I am. Before the sun, the most honest I've been. I talk to my ceiling more than I talk to people. My ceiling knows everything about me. Every night I lie here and I tell it everything. My ceiling never judges what it sees. My ceiling's heard confessions I haven't told my closest. It knows the fears I keep inside, the ones that are the grossest versions of my anxiety. The shameful thoughts that come at 2 a.m. when I'm alone and all defenses crumble. So my ceiling's heard me cry in ways that no one else has seen. Heard me argue with myself about what everything could mean. Heard me praying, heard me cursing, heard me go silent. Ceiling talks are where I'm most authentically compliant with the truth. Ceiling talks at 2 a.m. Ceiling talks, just me and them. Everything I couldn't say to anyone alive. Ceiling talks, how I survive. Ceiling talks, just me and the silence. And the ceiling talks. Ceiling talks, laying in the dark while my whole world walks through my mind without permission, without end. Ceiling talks, my oldest midnight friend. Ceiling talks, just me alone in the ceiling talks. I've solved and unsolved the same problems 1,000 times, staring at that ceiling, running the same lines over and over, like rehearsing for a play that never gets performed in the light of day. My ceiling knows my theories and my plans. My ceiling knows the versions of myself that no one understands. My ceiling knows the questions I can't answer out loud. My ceiling talks are never part of the crowd. Ceiling talks at 2 a.m. Ceiling talks, just me and them. Everything I couldn't say to anyone alive. Ceiling talks, how I survive. Ceiling talks, just me in the silence. And the ceiling talks. Ceiling talks, laying in the dark while my whole world walks through my mind without permission, without end. Ceiling talks, my oldest midnight friend. Ceiling talks, just me alone in the ceiling talk. One day I wanna take the ceiling talk honesty into the daylight, into the real world. To be as truthful with the people in my life as I am when the ceiling talks unfurl. To bring the 3 a.m. version of me into the conversations I have in the sun. Maybe the ceiling talks were practice for becoming honest with everyone. My ceiling has absorbed years of my insomnia. Every sleepless night, every lost night, every gone, yeah. Through another dark stretch and came out the other side. Every ceiling talk that helped me to survive. I'm grateful for the ceiling, even if that sounds strange. For the one silent witness that never had to change. For holding on my 3 a.m. truths without complaint. Ceiling talks, my sleep a sacrament. Ceiling talks, just me in the silence. And the ceiling talks. Ceiling talks, laying in the dark while my whole world walks through my mind without permission, without end. Ceiling talks, my oldest midnight friend. Ceiling talks, just me alone in the ceiling talks. Ceiling talks. You've heard everything. Ceiling talks. Still listening. Everything feels heavier at midnight. Same problems that were manageable at noon feel catastrophic and impossible at midnight. the weight multiplies in the dark room. The midnight wait is different from daytime stress. Daytime stress I can navigate and address with action and movement and distraction and drive. Midnight wait just has to be survived. It sits on my chest when I'm trying to sleep, pressing down on everything it can't reach. The worries from the day that I thought I'd shelved come back at midnight fully unshelved. Midnight weight can't lift it off. Midnight weight's heavy enough to keep me from the sleep I need. Midnight weight, anxiety's creed. Midnight weight, midnight weight, everything feels heavier when it's late. Midnight weight, problems that seem small now feel like fate. The mortgage, the future, the relationships, the health. The midnight weight carrying itself into my chest, into my sleep, into my night. Midnight weight, I'm carrying midnight weight tonight. Yeah, I try to remind myself that midnight lies, that the darkness distorts and amplifies every fear into something bigger than it is. That morning light will minimize what midnight made enormous in my head. That the weight will lift when I leave my bed, but knowing that doesn't make the midnight lighter. Knowing doesn't make the chest any lighter. Midnight weight can't lift it off. Midnight weight's heavy enough to keep me from the sleep I need. Midnight weight, anxiety's creed. Midnight weight, everything feels heavier when it's late. Midnight weight, problems that seem small now feel like fate. The mortgage, the future, the relationships, the health. The midnight weight carrying itself into my chest, into my sleep, into my night. Midnight weight, I'm carrying midnight weight tonight. I put the weight down on paper sometimes, write every midnight worry into lines on a page where they look smaller than they felt. See them outside my head where they can be dealt with in the morning when the weight redistributes. When the midnight lies become the morning truths, and the catastrophic becomes manageable, and the midnight weight becomes handleable. Midnight weight is the price of being someone who feels, who carries things deeply, who takes seriously what's real, who doesn't dismiss their emotions or shut them away, who processes through the night to be ready for the day. And there's something almost noble in the midnight weight, something that says I care about my life and my fate, even when the caring is exhausting and heavy. The midnight weight means I'm alive and I'm ready. Midnight weight, everything feels heavier when it's late. Midnight weight, problems that seem small now feel like fate. The mortgage, the future, the relationships, the health. The midnight weight carrying itself into my chest, into my sleep, into my night. Midnight weight, I'm carrying midnight weight tonight. Midnight weight, I'll set it down by morning. Midnight weight, just gotta make it till morning. 2 a.m. and the whole world's under. Every house is dark, every dream is a wonder that I'm not part of, that I'm watching from outside. Everyone's asleep but me, and I don't know why. I scroll through the city on my phone sometimes, looking at the dark windows, looking at the signs of life that's paused for everyone but me. Everyone's asleep but me, apparently. My neighbor's light went out at 10 o'clock. My family's breathing deep around the block. The whole world surrendered to the night with ease. Everyone's asleep but me, if you please. Everyone's asleep but me, in the quiet of a world that found its peace. Everyone's asleep but me. loneliness is deafening at least. Everyone's asleep but me, everyone's asleep but me, living in the hours that the world doesn't see. Everyone's asleep but me, everyone's asleep but me, wide awake and wondering why sleep won't agree to visit me tonight to give me what they have. Everyone's asleep but me, going slowly mad. Everyone's asleep but me, everyone's asleep but me. Insomnia chose me and now I can't be free. There's a specific kind of loneliness at 3 a.m. when you know the whole world's resting except for them. The ones with anxious minds, the insomniacs, the ones who can't find sleep no matter what the tracks they try to follow lead somewhere warm and dark. Everyone's asleep but the ones with the anxious heart, we're all awake somewhere staring at the same dark ceiling, going through the same old game. Everyone's asleep but me, in the quiet of a world that found its peace. Everyone's asleep but me, and the loneliness is deafening at least. Everyone's asleep but me, everyone's asleep but me, living in the hours that the world doesn't see. Everyone's asleep but me, everyone's asleep but me, wide awake and wondering why sleep won't agree to visit me tonight to give me what they have. Everyone's asleep but me, going slowly mad. Everyone's asleep but me, everyone's asleep but me. Insomnia chose me and now I can't be free. But somewhere right now someone's also awake, someone's also staring up for their own sake, carrying their own midnight weight, their own ceiling talks, their own insomnia, their own anxious thoughts. We're all awake together in the separate dark, all of us alone but sharing the same mark of the anxious mind that doesn't rest at night. Everyone's asleep but us, and that's alright. I've learned to find community in the darkness, in the knowledge that my sleeplessness is not the farthest thing from normal that so many people know. The 3 a.m. that insomniacs all know, and in that knowledge something loosens slightly. The loneliness of everyone's asleep but me nightly becomes a fellowship of everyone who knows what it means to live in the hours nobody shows. Everyone's asleep but me, everyone's asleep but me, living in the hours that the world doesn't see. Everyone's asleep but me, everyone's asleep but me, wide awake and wondering why sleep won't agree to visit me tonight to give me what they have. Everyone's asleep but me, going slowly mad. Everyone's asleep but me, everyone's asleep but me. Insomnia chose me and now I can't be free. Everyone's asleep but me, but I'm not alone. Everyone's asleep but me, someone out there knows. 4 a.m. hits different than 3 a.m. 3 a.m. is chaos, 4 a.m. is hollow. The thoughts have run their course and what's left is just empty. "4 a.m. is the quietest kind of loud, when the anxiety's burned through its whole cloud of energy and left me here in the ash of everything the dark hours chose to thrash through my mind until there's nothing left to process. 4 a.m. empty is the aftermath and progress of a night spent fighting my own thoughts to a draw. 4 a.m. empty is the most honest thing I saw. 4 a.m. empty, hollowed out and still. 4 a.m. empty, nothing left to fill the silence with the thoughts of all been thought. 4 a.m. empty is what the night bought. 4 a.m. empty, 4 a.m. empty, when the insomnia's burned through everything in me. 4 a.m. empty, 4 a.m. empty, the thoughts are done, the chest is finally free of the weight it carried through the midnight hours. 4 a.m. empty after all the dark powers had their way with me and left me here. 4 a.m. empty, hollow and clear. There's something almost peaceful about 4 a.m. empty, when the anxiety finally spent its plenty of ammunition against my sleeping peace. and arrived at its own exhausted release. I feel scraped out, but also somehow clean, like the night processed something that needed to be seen. And now at 4 a.m. it's done its work. 4 a.m. empty with nothing left to lurk. 4 a.m. empty, hollowed out and still. 4 a.m. empty, nothing left to fill the silence with the thoughts have all been thought. 4 a.m. empty is what the night bought. 4 a.m. empty, 4 a.m. empty, when the insomnia is burned through everything in me. 4 a.m. empty, 4 a.m. empty, the thoughts are done, the chest is finally free of the weight it carried through the midnight hours. 4 a.m. empty, after all the dark powers had their way with me and left me here. 4 a.m. empty, hollow and clear. I started looking forward to 4 a.m. empty in a strange way that I can't fully explain. Because the emptiness means the night is almost over. Because the hollow feeling means I survived again. Because 4 a.m. empty comes before the dawn, and after 4 a.m. the night is almost gone. And the emptiness becomes the space where morning fills me back up without any warning. One day I might sleep through 4 a.m. not know it's emptiness, not visit it again. But until then, I'll take the hollow and the still. The 4 a.m. empty after anxiety's filling my night with its noise and its weight and its fear. Because 4 a.m. empty means the end is near of another long night and the start of new life. 4 a.m. empty, then morning, then alright. 4 a.m. empty, 4 a.m. empty, when the insomnia is burned through everything in me. 4 a.m. empty, 4 a.m. empty, the thoughts are done, the chest is finally free of the weight it carried through the midnight hours. 4 a.m. empty, after all the dark powers had their way with me and left me here. 4 a.m. empty, hollow and clear. 4 a.m. empty, almost morning. 4 a.m. empty, almost done. In the daytime, pretty good at hiding them, the thoughts that don't belong in the light. But at night they come out from wherever I put them. The thoughts I hide in daylight come alive at night. Yeah, I smile through the day and mean it mostly, but there are thoughts behind the smile that live closely. Behind everything I present to the world, the fears, the doubts, the things I haven't unfurled in front of anyone. Because the time is never right. Because some thoughts only make sense in the night, where judgment doesn't reach and the audience is gone. Where the thoughts you hide in daylight can finally be shown. The thoughts you hide in daylight come out when the sun goes down. The thoughts you hide in daylight come out when no one's around to question them or challenge them or make them small. The thoughts you hide in daylight come out to stand tall. The thoughts you hide in daylight live here in the 3 a.m. The thoughts you hide in daylight come back again and again. Every insecurity, every unspoken fear, the thoughts you hide in daylight are loudest here. In the dark, in the quiet, in the honest night, the thoughts you hide in daylight finally see the light. The thought that I'm not enough lives here at night. The thought that everything I'm building isn't right. The thought that the people I love might leave eventually. The thought that I'm harder to love than I wanna be. These aren't the thoughts I take into the daylight. These are the thoughts that only come out at night, where I can look at them without the performance layer, where I can be honest without anyone being there. The thoughts you hide in daylight come out when the sun goes down. The thoughts you hide in daylight come out when no one's around to question them or challenge them or make them small. The thoughts you start hiding them in daylight? What if you let them exist in the sun? What if the thoughts aren't as shameful as they feel? What if bringing them out is how healing's done? What if the thoughts you hide in daylight could survive the exposure to the real world? What if they shrink in the presence of honesty? What if they lose their power once unfurled? Slowly bringing the daylight thoughts and the night thoughts into the same space with the same rods of honesty that the 3 a.m. gives me. I'm learning that the hidden thoughts don't need to be free. Only at night they can't survive the daylight. They don't have to be hidden to feel alright. The thoughts I hide in daylight are just me, and I'm okay in the daylight. And at 3, thoughts you hide in daylight, I see you. You don't have to hide, not here. They say it's darkest before the dawn, but nobody tells you how long the dark can last. Nobody tells you what to do inside the darkest hour. Nobody tells you that it passes. The darkest hour comes without announcement. It doesn't knock, it doesn't make its pronouncement. It just arrives sometime between 3 and 4, when you're already spent and can't take anymore. When the night is taking everything you had, when the thoughts have gone from anxious to just sad, when the insomnia strips you to the bone. The darkest hour finds you there alone. The darkest hour before the dawn, the moment when you feel like you can't go on. The darkest hour is real and it is heavy, but the darkest hour means the morning's getting ready. Darkest hour, darkest hour, this is where it tests your power. Darkest hour, darkest hour, this is where they separate the coward from the one who stays and breathes and holds. Darkest hour is where the real story unfolds. Darkest hour, darkest hour, you made it through the darkest hour. I've been in the darkest hour more than I wanna say. When the night felt permanent and the light felt far away, when anxiety and insomnia combined their force, and I didn't know if I could stay the course. But every darkest hour I've ever lived through became a morning eventually, it's true. And every time I made it I got a piece of proof that the darkest hour has a ceiling and a roof, and eventually you break through. The darkest hour before the dawn, the moment when you feel like you can't go on. The darkest hour is real and it is heavy, but the darkest hour means the morning's getting ready. Darkest hour, darkest hour, this is where it tests your power. Darkest hour, darkest hour, this is where they separate the coward from the one who stays and breathes and holds. Darkest hour is where the real story unfolds. Darkest hour, darkest hour, you made it through the darkest hour. If you're in your darkest hour right now, if the night has gone on longer than you know how to handle, if the 3 a.m. has become the 4, if you feel like you can't hold on anymore, hold on, just hold on. out the other side with something no one can take the pride of surviving your own darkest hour, becoming someone who knows their power. Darkest hour, darkest hour, this is where it tests your power. Darkest hour, darkest hour, this is where they separate the coward from the one who stays and breathes and holds. Darkest hour is where the real story unfolds. Darkest hour, you made it through the darkest hour. Darkest hour, but you're still here. Darkest hour, dawn is coming. Hold on, hold on. Almost morning and I made it through. The sky's turning gray and the night is almost through. Almost morning and I'm still here standing. After everything the dark hours kept demanding. The birds start first before any light appears, just sound in the darkness that the morning sends ahead. And slowly, slowly the black becomes gray, and almost morning starts to have its say. I've been awake for hours through the whole thing, through every thought the insomnia kept bringing. And now at almost morning I'm still standing here. Almost morning means the worst is in the rear. Almost morning, almost through. Almost morning and I made it to the other side of the longest night. Almost morning means I won the fight. Almost morning, the sky's changing color and the night is performing its final act before it gives the stage today. Almost morning, the darkness is fading away. I survived the ceiling, talks the midnight away. The 3 a.m. the darkest hour, the sleepless stay. Almost morning, made it through the night and now the day is forming. There's something sacred about almost morning, when you've been awake all night without any warning, that you make it through but you didn't. Here it is, the almost morning light. And all of this was worth surviving every sleepless hour, every dark thought, every anxious power. Led to this almost morning, led to here, proof of surviving another year's fear. Almost morning, almost through. Almost morning and I made it to the other side of the longest night. Almost morning means I won the fight. Almost morning, the sky's changing color and the night is performing its final act before it gives the stage today. Almost morning, the darkness is fading away. I survived the ceiling, talks the midnight away. The 3 a.m. the darkest hour, the sleepless stayed. Almost morning, made it through the night and now the day is forming. I'm not gonna pretend the morning fixes everything. I'll be exhausted and the anxiety will still sting, but the morning changes the weight of it somehow. Makes the overnight thoughts seem smaller now, shrinks them to their actual size under the light of the actual sunrise. Almost morning doesn't solve everything, but it means I made it through and that's everything. I'll sleep eventually when my body forces it, when the exhaustion overtakes the anxious bit that kept me up all night processing and fighting. And when I wake I'll do it all again, but writing another page of the story of surviving. Another night of the insomnia thriving in my body, but not winning in the end. Almost morning means the night didn't win again. Almost morning, the sky's changing color and the night is performing its final act before it gives the stage today. Almost morning, the darkness is fading away. I survived the ceiling, talks the midnight away. The 3 a.m. the darkest hour, the sleepless day. Almost morning. to see it. First light means the night is over. First light means I made it. The first light doesn't announce itself loudly. It comes in slowly, almost proudly. A thin line under the curtain edge, a grayness on the outside window ledge, and something in my body recognizes it before my mind even processes it. The first light triggers something biological, something that says the dark is no longer logical. First light, I've been waiting for you. First light, I've been making it through the whole night just to see you arrive. First light, proof that I survived. First light, coming through the curtain after the whole night. First light, the most beautiful thing after the long fight. With the insomnia, the 3 a.m. fear. First light means the worst of it is finally clear. First light, you always come and you always make it right. I've chased first light through more sleepless nights than I count. Each time the relief is at the same amount of overwhelming gratitude and exhausted peace, that the darkness finally found this release. Into the morning that first light announces every anxious thought the new day renounces its claim on me as the light claims the sky. First light is why I hold on every night. First light, I've been waiting for you. First light, I've been making it through the whole night just to see you arrive. First light, proof that I survived. First light, coming through the curtain after the whole night. First light, the most beautiful thing after the long fight. With the insomnia, the 3 a.m. fear. First light means the worst of it is finally clear. First light, you always come and you always make it right. First light is the promise kept, that morning always follows even when I haven't slept, that the dark doesn't last forever even when it feels that way. First light is tomorrow becoming the day, and every first light I've survived is added to the evidence I've compiled, that I'm stronger than the night that tried to keep me. First light proves the darkness couldn't beat me. I watched the first light become the full morning. I watched the gray become gold without warning. And the world that was terrifying at 3 a.m. looks completely different by 7 a.m. The same world, the same life, the same me, but first light changed what I'm able to see. Not fixed, not healed, not fully okay, but alive and in the light of a brand new day. First light, coming through the curtain after the whole night. First light, the most beautiful thing after the long fight. With the insomnia, the 3 a.m. fear. First light means the worst of it is finally clear. First light, you always come and you always make it right. First light, you always come. First light. Thank you. Made it through the night. It's the only thing I needed to do. I made it through the night, and so do you. This is the closing song for everyone who stayed, who fought through every sleepless hour and made it to the morning, even when the night said no, even when the anxiety wouldn't let you go, even when the ceiling talks got heavy and long, even when the 3 a.m. felt impossibly strong. You made it through the night, and that's everything. That's the whole victory, the whole offering. I made it through the night, I made it through another dark stretch, another battle too. I made it through the night, and so do you. If you're hearing this, then you made it through. I made it through the night. Didn't sleep, but I made it through the night. I made it through dedicated to Juice WRLD, who made the music that got a whole generation of insomniacs through it. Who spoke about the 3 a.m. and the pain of sleepless nights. Who gave the anxious generation music for their fights. With their own minds, with their own dark hours. Who translated anxiety into melody in towers of artistic truth that made us feel less alone in the dark hours when we're fighting on our own. I made it through the night, I made it through another dark stretch, another battle too. I made it through the night and so did you. If you're hearing this, then you made it through. I made it through the night, didn't sleep but I made it through the night. I made it through the night, anxiety came but I made it through the night. For everyone with the ceiling talks and the 3 a.m. wait. For everyone who thought they couldn't make it but they're great, I made it through the night. And that's enough, I made it through the night. Tomorrow night the insomnia might come again. The 3 a.m. thoughts might return like old friends. The ceiling talks might go till almost morning. The darkest hour might arrive without warning. But you make it through that night too, the way you made it through this one. You have the evidence now of surviving every dark hour you've ever run through and come out the other side of. That's the proof you carry now. I made it through the night and I'll make it through somehow. The sun is up now and the night is done. 2 hours of this music and you made it, everyone. Oh, the 60 minutes twice over in the dark. Every sleepless insomnia anthem left its mark on the night you needed company.